Welcome back to my channel. This video is going up way later than I wanted it to go up, and there's a couple reasons for that. There are so many crazy things that happened. A lot of the things that happened were like really insane. First thing is like I turned 30 and I was already having feelings about that. I was going back and forth between like how was I going to make content about that, because I'm also trying to balance being present in my life and then capturing every moment of my life for the vlog and for the internet. In the past, when I did content, I felt like everything had to be repurposed into content, and that really burnt me out. That's why I took myself out of the content creator or like internet existing game for so many years that I did. And I don't necessarily know how I feel about being a vlogger. Our plumbing messed up, like our carpets flood on our side of the house. Like we couldn't shower. We had to go to my aunt's to shower because we didn't have water, because we turned off the water. And then we realized that the water in the house doesn't turn off all the way. Like it was just like a whole thing. I was like, great, why is my life like this? Like this is insane. This is our living room. How do you feel about it? To central plumbing. Okay. I got a perm and it looks pretty crazy today, but I've always wanted curly hair, and I got to get my hair done by a lady who's been doing my hair since I was like 10, if not earlier than that. And she really just like knows how to work with my hair, which is crazy because where we live, it's really hard to find people who know how to work with Asian hair, because there's only like 6 of us that I know of. There's probably obviously more than that, but there's not a ton. Even though we had like some things go down that I didn't really love, we were able to go spend it with people that we really like me and my husband really like, people I love a lot. We got to spend it with like one of my best friends, some newer friends, like people that I already kind of knew when I was growing up, and we've been starting to hang out with them more, and I really am enjoying it. We got to go to a couple of restaurants that I really like, 2 of which that I've wrote articles about for the local paper. One, they asked me to write their James Beard Award nomination. They didn't get picked, and part of me was like, did I do that? Did I not write good enough so that they didn't get nominated? But I'm trying not to think about that. But they were really, really awesome. We took them cake. My husband baked me a cake, grandma's pound cake recipe that I've asked for the past like 4 years. And then we went to dinner with my mom and my aunt, and that was really nice. I haven't really gotten to spend a birthday with them in a long time, and I haven't been in a place where our relationships were like really good all the time. Now that we've moved back here and now that I've grown up a little bit, I think that 30 was like the perfect birthday to spend with them. We are in much better places. So that was awesome. It was just so nice. It was so good. I will say that my birthday was probably the best birthday I've had ever. Like, I always thought I was going to be settled in my 30s, but I am settling into a life that I actually think I want. I filmed the entire thing, like everything, so that I could document that and then share it with you guys as part of the vlog. CapCut went down because TikTok went down, and I used CapCut to edit. Some of my footage broke when I put it into the computer. I don't know how or why, whatever. I was like, well, I don't even have all the things that I planned to put in, so why do it at all? Great. Maybe God is like, you don't need to do YouTube. I really get in my head about what I'm supposed to be doing and not what I want to do. And then I have all these ideas about what I want to do and how that's supposed to look, that it keeps me from doing anything at all. And I'm really trying to get over that. I'm really trying to like push through that and just show up instead of make something that is insane and is maybe overproduced, or it takes me out of it, or doesn't even let me like show up and put too much pressure on me, because I'm just like, I've got too much going on. And I'm building 3 businesses right now, essentially from the ground up. Like I have my personal business, I have another secret business with one of my friends that I can't tell you guys about yet, and then I have a business with my husband that we're starting, which is like a local food goods business that I'm really excited about. If I'm sitting around worried about like editing a vlog, I'm not going to be able to do any of these other things. One of the reasons why it's taken so long for me to get this vlog specifically, or like this footage up, is because my shame and my guilt around not knowing what to do with all this footage, and then having to like be overwhelmed and frustrated with the process, and then whatever it was, that stopped me from doing a lot of other stuff. Like, it just put me in fight or flight. And for the last couple days, plus my period happening at the same time, I've just had this like frozen response that's happened around this whole thing. So the reason why I'm doing this right now is because I was like, man, I just need to sit down and talk about the fact that this is freaking me out. Because I know I'm not the only one. And if you guys have advice on like how to freak out less and how to be less of a perfectionist and just put out what you want to put out, I would love that. That would be great. Please leave it for me. And to be honest, like, I don't know if I can make a vlog every single week. My husband thinks that I should be doing a vlog once a week just to get into the rhythm of it, and I do like it, and I think he knows like that I will like it. So it's not like he's like, oh, you have to go do it, but it's more like a consistency thing for me. I just like don't know how I feel about being so public in the world again. Don't know how I feel about filming things. I don't know how other people around me feel about me filming them being there or whatever. And there's just so much about like visibility that has been put in front of my face with me wanting to do vlogs and wanting to be on YouTube in general, that I was like, dang girl. And honestly, I still don't even have any idea about how to vlog. There are so many things out there, and I'm a content strategist for like, I've got like 4 or 5 clients right now that I'm so good at being like, this is what you need to do. This is the platform you need to be on, and this is the platform you don't need to be on. This is what you need to put on this platform and this platform. And please don't overwork yourself and don't freak yourself out. And like, you guys are literally watching me crash out right now. Because I can't, like, how do I do it for myself? It's like a Michelin star chef goes to work, cooks all day, and then is gonna come home and eat top ramen. And that is how I feel, because how are we gonna do this? So this is me showing up because I tend to go like full balls to the wall intense. It has to be the most professional thing that I ever do. And I feel like I have to do that with every single thing that I do. And it's like, so that's so crazy. That's not the point of all of this. And I just, you know what? I put it off, and I was looking at the footage bank in my computer, and it was just overwhelming me so much that I started to have like panic and anxiety about it. I literally had to go watch one of my own reels about how everything we do is not going to be the greatest thing we've ever done, and we should just show up instead of freak out about it being some representation of what I am or am not capable of. I didn't go to watch that because I like the sound of my own voice. I went to watch that because I think sometimes I need to hear my own self saying things that I know to be true to remind myself that they are true. I personally am a fan of going back to your own content and watching it and being re-inspired by yourself. It's kind of like when like sober you buys drunk you a pizza ahead of time and you forget about it, and then it shows up to your house and you're like, oh my God, I bought myself a pizza. It's kind of like that. I do want to be more consistent on YouTube. And I think that because I've never done YouTube before, it's throwing me for a loop because I don't necessarily know what I want to do yet. I don't even have a rhythm or a style yet. I don't even have like a good workflow. I don't know if I want to do like talking head videos, if I want to do instruction videos, if I want to educate, or if I want to just like do vlogs all the time. My goal as a content creator is not actually to be a full-time content creator. My goal is to support myself with my business. In the past, I was able to be a content creator and then take that and leverage it into multiple viable businesses that didn't really need me to exist online that much. I really want to be here, and I really want to continue to use content as a creative outlet, but I actually want to help other people do that. No matter what I've ever done, I've always used the internet, and I've always used social media and content to kind of be the platform for that. The YouTube videos are coming, and I don't want to put too much pressure on myself about even being kind of beholden to a schedule at first, because I just need to put things out. I'm going to try to do it once a week. You guys are going to have to deal with the quality going up and down. You guys are going to have to deal with sometimes things being a video more like this where footage pops in and out and I'm talking to you about it. Or if it's something that's a little bit more like the last vlog, which was like, come with me and do these things. But, you know, I think that I hate to say this, like, I don't think that I am consistently inconsistent, but I'm a person who is not a machine. And I tell all my clients to just allow things to fluctuate with you as long as you are showing up and you're doing what you said that you were going to do. I hate breaking promises to myself. But even more, I hate people having expectations of me that I can't fulfill. So I'm really trying to grapple with those things. And so no, every video is not going to be maybe the most dynamically interesting thing. It's not going to have like all of the cool edits, and it's not going to have a bunch of different well-framed scenes, and maybe it won't even have a clear storyline because I don't think everything does. Like sometimes I just exist. But I do want to say that, like, it's possible to do the thing in the way that you do it as long as you are doing it. I don't think that makes any sense, but it makes sense to me. And for me specifically, like, I just have to focus on showing up authentically because for a long time, I didn't do that. Even when I was telling the truth of who I was, sometimes I hit it too hard. Sometimes I definitely overachieved in a way that was like so unsustainable for me and unsustainable for other people. And like now that we're in this like new age of the internet, and people being so freaking brutally honest with what they're going through, who they are, and what things are like, I don't want to be anything but transparent. And right now, like being completely transparent, I cannot do 100% everywhere all at once. Like all the things that I do in my life, I cannot give 100% to YouTube when I'm giving 100% to my clients and my business and my husband and my cat and my friends and whatever. And like in terms of the hierarchy of importance in my life, putting up videos of my life is way less important. It's way lower down on the list than actually living it. Call me crazy, call me weird, but that's the vibe. So today's video is definitely more of like a recap instead of a come along with me type of vlog situation. But I still think that it's cool. We still did a lot of awesome stuff. I want to show you guys the food that we had because we love food and you guys know that I love food. And I'm just glad to be able to have a platform and people who I know are going to watch this because they are cool and they're awesome. And, you know, I have friends that are supportive and I have an audience that is generally supportive and gets it. And I hope that if you watched this and you were like, wow, TJ, where's like the effort? Right here, existing is enough effort for me right now. And I'm not gonna, you know, I always say work smarter and not harder. It is smart for me to follow the pattern of my body, the pattern of my thoughts, and the way that I feel and just get it out than to make it harder on myself than to do it in some like crazy aesthetic, fancy, professional, I've been doing this for 50 years, pretending type of situation. I'm not doing that. So I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for everybody who's been around for like all of my different types of content changes and being understanding about what life is to be a person and to be humaning out here because it's hard. It's not easy.